Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, Editorial Director at TigerFitness.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to perform a good morning. This exercise is very misunderstood, and before I get into how I recommend performing a good morning, I want to show you how to not perform a good morning. Bodybuilding magazines and bodybuilding books have done a horrible job of explaining this exercise to the average lifter. What you typically see, and let me see if I can get myself here on camera, is a very close stance. It'll show guys performing a very close stance, good morning. They'll get the bar on their back, and then they'll just go like this. And that's all they show. That's the only explanation they give. The problem with this exercise, problem with performing the good morning in that manner, is that it takes away all your leverage. You're basically just keeping your legs together, folding at the hips. Your lower back will start to loosen, and as a result, it'll put a lot of unwanted strain on your lower back. Now, when guys and girls who don't know how to perform a good morning see this exercise featured in a strength building program or a powerlifting program, or even a bodybuilding type of program, most of them default back to this style of the good morning, where they keep their legs close together and they just bend at the hip with the bar on their back, and they place a lot of strain on their lower back. So that's not how you want to perform a good morning. What you want to do is you want to use a little bit wider of a stance than you normally do for squats. And a good morning is going to be kind of, the best way I describe it, as a half squat where you are sinking like this. So your legs are not staying tight right here. Your legs are not staying locked. They're actually dipping a little bit as you move forward. So it's kind of a half squat. That's the way I like to describe how to perform a good morning. Instead of keeping your legs stiff, locked, like you see in the bodybuilding magazines and doing this, what you do is as you go down, you do like a half squat. Your knees bend a little bit. So, before I get into more of the details, let's start with stance. Now, when it comes to a squat stance, I recommend getting in a football blocking position. Meaning, if somebody was running after you in football, get in a stance where you'd like to block them. Okay, that'll give you a nice quality base, a nice quality width for your squat. So you get in that nice power position where you're trying to block somebody or you're trying to fend off somebody, okay, and that's your squat stance. Obviously, this is not a good leverage position for the squat, not a good power position for the squat, and this is how you wouldn't brace yourself in football. So, you just get that natural width like you're going to brace yourself if somebody was running after you in football. Now, for the good morning, from this width, we're going to push it out a little bit more. We're just going to widen our stance a little bit more. So get in that braced position and just step it out a little bit more. Make sure your feet are pointed out a little bit and not pointed straight forward. So that's the starting position for the good morning. Now, from this position, you're going to, with the bar on your back, you're going to not move forward with your legs locked. You're going to sink a little bit at the knees as you fold forward like this, okay? You're going to sink a little bit at the knees as you go forward. So it's kind of like a half squat in the sense that your legs go down to about the half squat position, but with a half squat, you would just be doing this. You would just be doing this with a half squat. With a good morning, you're doing this. And it's kind of a fluid, natural movement. The key thing to remember when performing good mornings is to keep your lower back braced. Keep your lower back braced. This doesn't mean hyperextended. This doesn't mean hyperextended, where it's rounded like this. That's not what you want. You want to keep your back tight. You want to keep your back braced. When you are sinking in the good morning, if you feel you're about to lose that braced tightness in your lower back, that's when you start to come back up. You don't want to get down here, lose your back tightness, round your lower back, and put excess strain on your lower back. That is not a solid way to perform the good morning. That will get you strains and pains in your lower back. So, before I show you how to do good mornings, let's recap. Number one, get in that braced football stance position where you're about to prepare to be hit, or a blocking position. Take that out a little bit wider, make sure your toes are pointed out a little bit. Now with the bar on your back and your lower back tight and braced, but not hyperextended, you want to fold forward while sinking your knees into that half squat position, like this. Only go as far forward as you can without losing your lower back tightness. You might not be able to go as deep as you'd like during those first few sets. Take time to learn this exercise. Get comfortable doing this. The point is not to get the parallel like this and strain your lower back. The point is to put more stress on your lower back, get more of your weight forward while keep your lower back tight. This will help you. This exercise will help you build your deadlift and build your squat. That's a beautiful thing about it. So the point is not to get perfectly parallel to the ground. That's not the point. The point is to keep your lower back tight, place more focus on your lower back without putting it in a precarious position. So this is about as far as I can go. So here I'm going to walk you through the setup as I do a set. I get under the bar like I was about to squat. I get in my squat stance, and then I take it a little bit wider. Now, from here, you'll see my knees sink, and you'll see me fold forward. Let me scoot back here a little bit. My knees will sink, and I'll fold forward. I only go down as far as I can without losing my lower back tightness. That's it. That's how to perform good mornings without straining your lower back and not doing them in the bodybuilding style that takes away all your leverage. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, there's a Q&A link below. Come on over, post your questions in that Q&A link. I answer every question posted. And if you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.